Hello, it's me, Music When I See, Angelica Collado. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving was this week, a couple of days ago, and yeah, I had a great one. I had a good one, and I wanted to put out this video, being that it is Thanksgiving weekend, and yeah, wait, hold on, forgot what I was gonna say. um. Check out my music video. I created a choreography to one of my songs, one of my dance songs. So that's in Spanish and in English, and it is on YouTube. Okay, so let's get to this video. Here it goes. Okay, I know it's completely random, but this was an idea of mine from working in the PTA at my sister's school. I have here my little Thanksgiving decoration here. Um, it's a pumpkin. Yeah, okay, so I got this book. I had this book when I was a kid, when I was younger, and I was looking for a chapter book for my sister on Amazon, and I came across this, and it brought me back a lot of memories, and I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. So I haven't read it yet. I didn't even give it to my sister. I told her about it, but I thought maybe it'd be cool to start, maybe like reading books online with you guys, and sharing some of the books that I'm currently reading. But yeah, like this is kind of like story time for my sister or for whoever, I thought it would be cool and just like a little nice thing to do. So let's get started. Here it says we have the Berenstain Bears and the Prize Pumpkin. I remember I read this. I had this book when I was younger. I don't remember what happened exactly, the story behind it, but I'm so glad to have it now. Here it says first prize or bust. I don't really get that phrase right there, but okay. All right. So when you open it up, you see it comes with stickers, which is so cool. Here we have a pumpkin. We have a garden water dispenser. We have here some stars, a photograph of the family, brother and sister, a truck, first place winner. Oh, a pie. The dad's lounging here on the chair. Oh, some food here. So that's pretty cool. And then next to it, it says draw a big Thanksgiving pumpkin here. Give it a name and draw a funny face on it. Okay, maybe I'll do that later. And let's see, what's the next page here? Oh, okay. The stickers aren't double-sided, but I know for sure that there's another set of pictures on the back. And I think it's just a duplicate of the first one. Yeah, it's exactly the same. But that's cool. Okay, so the next page it says the Berenstain Bears and the prize pumpkin, first prize, second prize, third prize, or none at Thanksgiving time. More than a contest is won. Right, first prize, second prize, third prize, or none at Thanksgiving time. More than a contest is won. Yes, of course, because you get food at Thanksgiving, you meet your family, you get to spend time with them, so it doesn't matter what prize number you get, first or second or third, or if you don't win at all, it doesn't matter because during Thanksgiving, we all win. Okay, cool. This is cool. Hope you can see the whole thing. The photos attached to this big, gigantic pumpkin. Okay, here it goes. So let's begin. Pumpkins are just like everything else in nature, said Papa Bear as he and the cubs finished weeding the pumpkin patch. No, two of them are exactly alike. No two of them are exactly alike, that's for sure, agreed Brother Bear. Look at that funny flat one and that lumpy one over there. Then there was the giant, which is wait. Then there was the giant, which is what Papa had named one that just seemed to be getting bigger and bigger. Why is it that no two things are exactly alike? Said Sister Bear. It's just the way nature is, answered Papa. And here you can see there's Papa Bear, there's Brother Bear, Sister Bear, and the pumpkin patch is all around them. And she's holding some weeds, or I guess it would be like the pumpkin stems. And there's Mother Bear. Time to watch up for supper, called Mama Bear from the tree house steps. What about Queenie McBear's twin brothers? Asked Sister. They certainly look a lot alike, said Papa, but I've noticed that Mrs. McBear can tell them apart quite easily. In you go, said Mamma, shooing her family into the house. So they're walking up the stairs to the house. But Sister didn't go right in. She stood on the stoop for a moment and looked out over the bear country. There she is, looking at the sunset, and she's looking out at the pumpkin patch. Oh, one time I tried to grow pumpkins at this office that I worked, and it at one point when you're growing the pumpkins, it blooms a flower that smells so good before it actually starts to form a pumpkin, and there was no better smell. I've never smelled anything like it. It was so good. And I really like once I get the chance to grow again, like to plant some pumpkin seeds, I'm definitely going to. But it didn't really work out because I was in the office and sometimes I wasn't there, so I didn't really get to water it enough, but it smelled so good. It was well into fall, so the days were getting shorter. Halloween had come and gone. Pretty soon the bears would start thinking about Christmas, but right now Bear Country was aglow in the setting sun. Farmer Ben's well-kept farm looked especially fine, with its baled hay, corn stalks, and pumpkins casting long shadows. Okay, so they live in Bear Country, so that's where the sun is setting. That's where they live. And Farmer Ben's, which I guess is the father's name or the farm that the family lives on. It's been a long time since I've read one of these books. Um, and yeah, with its ballied hay, ballied. I'm not too familiar with that term. Um, I guess it's a farmer's term. Okay, let's keep going. I guess nature's pretty amazing, Sister said as she looked out over the beautiful scene. It's the most amazing thing there is, said Mamma. Come on now, in you go. And this is the first time I'm reading it. I haven't read it, so I'm going through this with you guys for the first time. I only looked at the stickers. Farmer Ben's farm sure looks beautiful in the setting sun, said Sister, as the family sat down to supper. Humph, said Papa grumpily. Farmer Ben's not such a much. Not such a much? Said Mamma. Why, Ben is the finest farmer in Bear Country, and besides, he's one of our best friends. He's one of your best friends. That may be so, said Papa, but earlier today he came by and said, nice little pumpkin patch you've got there, Papa. What he said is true, said Mamma, especially compared to his fields and fields of pumpkins. So they're all right now eating at the table. with their food on the table, drinking water, and they're talking. That may be so too, grumped Papa, but I didn't like the way he said it. He sort of chuckled. My patch may be small, but the giant is big. It may be the biggest, it may be the biggest and best pumpkin in all Bear Country. What do you think about that? So I didn't. What does that mean? Farmer's Ben's not such a much. Not such a much. What is that? I never heard of such a thing. I guess they're trying to say like, oh, he's not a big deal. And then he said, my patch may be small, but the giant is big. The giant is because there's one where we read before, and they were saying that he called the gigantic one giant. So that's what he was talking about. 10. Okay. So he's defending his defending his patch right now. I think you're being oversensitive, said Mama. Come, let's clear the table so the cubs can do their homework. Brother and sister sighed as they spread their books out on the table. What's that all about? Asked Papa. Oh, I was just thinking, said Brother. With Halloween over and Christmas almost 2 months away, there's nothing to look forward to. That's right, added Sister. Nothing except lots of homework. Oh, is that so? Protested Mama Bear. It just so happens that there's something very important to look forward to, a very special holiday called Thanksgiving. That's when we give thanks for all the wonderful. Your mamma's absolutely right, interrupted Papa. He pointed to a notice in the evening paper. It said, don't forget this year's Thanksgiving festival. Entry blanks for the big pumpkin contest available at City Hall. Thanksgiving's a very important holiday, especially this year, because we're going to enter the giant in the pumpkin contest and beat the pants off of Farmer Ben. But Papa, he's a professional, said Brother. He's won the contest 10 years in a row. All the more reason to teach him a lesson. Come on, let's go out and check up on the next heavyweight pumpkin champion of Bear Country. So they're gonna put that big pumpkin that we saw in the other picture, the one that he calls giant, into the contest. I hope they win. Well, sort of. I mean, I want them to win, right? But at the same time, he shouldn't be competing. So let's see how this goes. I don't remember what happened in the book from the last time I read it. Let's see if you can see better. Okay. Now it was Mama's turn to sigh. Thanksgiving was about giving thanks, not beating the pants off of Farmer Ben. And there's the father looking all crazy out in the field with the big giant pumpkin right there. He's sitting there watching it grow every second of the day now. And there's Mama Bear calling out, come back now. Okay, let's continue. Isn't it a beauty? Papa said after they admired the giant. Across the road, they could see a field of Ben's pumpkins. There were lots of fine ones, but none that measured up to the giant. "There's homework to be done," called Mama Bear from the house. As they left the cubs, wait, as they left the cubs, asked Papa, "Aren't you coming in?" "Nope," he said. "I'm going to stay out here a little while and watch the giant grow." Oh, as they left, the cubs asked Papa. So as the cubs left, as the children left, they asked Papa, "Aren't they coming in?" And I was right. He's gonna watch the pumpkin grow. I'm going to stay out here a little while and watch the giant grow. He's going crazy. Okay. And grow it did. It grew bigger, rounder, and more orange every day. When Papa and the cubs went to City Hall to get an entry blank for the contest, they saw the place where the winning pumpkins would go on display. "We can't lose," said Papa. In their mind's eye, they could see their pumpkin in the place of honor. Those are their thoughts, and they're thinking about first place. And it says here, "Watch this spot for the prize pumpkin." So they're gonna put an entry for their they're gonna put an entry for their pumpkin that they call the giant pumpkin. Mama tried to remind them what Thanksgiving was really about, but every time she did, Papa would interrupt. "You'll have to excuse me, dear," he said. "It's time to water the giant." He not only watered it on a regular schedule and gave it special plant food, but he also covered it with a blanket at night and tucked it in against the cold. That's funny. He's feeding it in this picture, and there he goes, sucking it in. One afternoon, the cubs got off the school bus with something important to tell Papa, but they were stopped in their tracks by what they saw. He was talking to the giant. There he is right there. And there's words next to him. Like, let's see if you can see it. It says, "Come on, old buddy, you can do it. Suck up that water. Take in that sunshine." That's what he's saying to the giant. Oh, and who's that? That must be Farmer. Maybe that's Farmer Ben. There's another bear here counting money. Okay, let's keep reading. Mama explained that Papa had bought a book from the swindler Raffish Ralph. Okay, that's Raffish Ralph. About swindler. He's a swindler. Doesn't that mean something bad? He's a person who, likes to like hustle for money or like maybe jip people off, I think. All I know is that swindlers are people that you shouldn't trust. But okay, let's keep reading. Mom explained that Papa had bought a book from the swindler, Raffish Ralph, about how to encourage your plants to grow by talking to them. "Well," said Brother, "I don't suppose it can do any harm." "It sure could harm his reputation," said Sister, "if anybody saw him talking to a pumpkin." So he basically, okay, so he bought a book about how to talk to the pumpkins. But he's a swindler, so he probably, it probably maybe wasn't the best advice. Okay. Papa, Brother said, "A cub at school told me he went on a class trip to Ben's farm and saw some pretty big pumpkins, especially one really big one that Ben calls the monster." "We've got to get a look at it," said Papa. That evening, Papa and the cubs climbed through the fence into Farmer Ben's field. They saw some good-sized pumpkins, but none to match the giant. "Maybe it's behind the barn," whispered Papa. Suddenly a light shone on them, and they heard Ben shout, "Prowlers in the pumpkin field! Get me my pitchfork!" Look at them, they're terrified. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe that. I barely remember this. I don't remember this in the book. They got out of there so fast, Papa tore his overalls climbing through the fence. His overalls is his pants, his outfit right here, this blue thing. "What have you been up to?" asked Mama Bear when they got home. "Nothing much," said Papa, "just strolling in the moonlight." I can't believe they didn't tell her. They're like, "Oh no, we're not gonna tell her." They're like, "Oh no, we're lying to Mama." The weekend before Thanksgiving arrived, and it was time for the big festival. The Bear family got there just in time. The pumpkin judging was about to begin. There were many fine pumpkins in the contest, but Papa was sure that none could measure up to the giant until he saw the monster. It was at least as big and round and orange as his pumpkin, and maybe, just maybe, a little bigger, rounder, and more orange. Okay, so now they're at the contest, and you can see all of the pumpkins. They all have different names. This one is the monster, and that's theirs, the giant. Yeah, it is kind of really similar. These two. Let's see the other names here. It says Beauty by Johnson, Big Orange, the Berwins, Pumpkin, L. Smith. It says Pun, Pun, Kin, Kin. Here it says Autumn Gold by M. McGriz. This one's called Baby by Girl Zola. And we have two more. Big Boy, Grizzly Gus, and The Gourd by the Jones. Those are all funny names. Oops, okay, let's continue. And then here are the judges. We have the judges and the people in the background. Pretty cool. Okay. The bears waited nervously while the judges studied, measured, and weighed, and then studied, measured, and weighed some more. Finally, they made their announcement. "The first prize winner and still champion." Of course, that meant Farmer Ben had won. It was close. It turned out that Ben's monster was just a little bigger, rounder, and oranger than Papa's giant. Oranger? Shouldn't it be and more orange? Okay, anyways, but that wasn't the worst of it. The giant didn't even come in second. A beautiful pumpkin grown by Miss McGriz won second prize. The giant came in third. Oh, at least they won something. They won third place. Papa and the cubs were crushed, and very quiet as they pushed their third prize winner home. Aw, look at their faces. And they're walking home and they're all sad. Aw, but third is like really good still. There's McGriz. And then there's Farmer Ben. It wasn't until they reached the crest of a hill that overlooked Bear Country that Mama decided to have her say. I know you're disappointed, but third prize is nothing to be ashamed of. Besides, Thanksgiving isn't about contests and prizes. It's about giving thanks. And it seems to me that we have a lot to be thankful for. There she is, talking to them as they reel it. And now they look happy. Perhaps it was Mama's lecture, or maybe it was how beautiful Bear Country looked in the sunset's rosy glow. But whatever the reason, Papa and the cubs began to understand what Mama was talking about. And the sun is setting. Even more so on Thanksgiving Day, after the bears gave thanks for the wonderful meal they were about to enjoy, Sister Bear gave her own special thanks. I'm thankful, she said, that we didn't win first place. If we had, the giant would be on display in front of City Hall instead of being a part of the yummy pies we're going to have for dessert. And there are the desserts right here. They have their all the food here. And here's a picture. It says home sweet tree. That's funny. They live in a tree, so last page. As the laughter faded and the bears thought about the blessings of family, home, friends, and neighbors, they knew deep in their hearts that there was no question about it. Indeed, they did have a great deal to be thankful for. Yay! So that's the end. And now they're all eating their food and everything. They have the turkey there, they're at their table, they have their dessert. And yeah, I want to get this one. Funny Valentine for Valentine's Day. I got this one, Papa's Day surprise, Mama's Day surprise for my mom and my dad. I gave them to them both. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. Oh, maybe I could get this one, Santa Bear, and I could read that for Christmas. Halloween already passed. Maybe next year I'll do that one. And then yeah, so that's it. Last page, and then next page are all these stickers. Oh, and look, I love this. It looks just like the pumpkin inside of the book, right? Then here they have all the other books that you can get with a checklist on it. Okay, cool. So what do you think? Yay! I hope that you like the book. I'm gonna draw a picture here and I'm gonna name it also. Hold on. Let me get my pen. Okay, so I have with me my golden pencil that I wanted to use, but I kept forgetting, like for Thanksgiving, because it's gold and it matches with the whole season. Okay, so it says, give it, okay, draw a big Thanksgiving pumpkin here and give it a name. Okay, so I'm gonna draw one. I've been drawing pumpkins and cutting out different pumpkins all season long, like for my family and stuff. So, anyways, yeah, the book was nice, right? It was funny. I mean, I wish that he didn't go like pumpkin crazy, and I wish that he had had a better spirit about joining the contest. Because then maybe he could have won, and then maybe he would have beaten the guy he wanted to. But it didn't work out. So we learned a valuable lesson, not to let winning bring you, get you lose your head over just, over winning. Make sure that winning doesn't make you lose sight of what's important, like family, or your morals, being a good person, because he kind of lost himself a little. He snuck into the barn um of that, of Farmer Ben's, and he, committed a crime just to win. So you never want to do that, right? And yeah, and also to have a good spirit. You need to always maintain a good spirit about things, even if you don't win at something, right? You need to keep a good spirit about things, because even though they won third place, they could have been really happy. And if they had a good mindset, if they had a good spirit about everything, they, instead of frowning, they would have been smiling, and that would have changed everything for them, right? But they did at the end, look on the bright side of things, and they were able to enjoy their Thanksgiving Day. So that worked out, right? Because, like, imagine them, they're third place and they're frowning, but what about the other people? They didn't win anything at all, so they're probably feeling even worse than they are, right? But it's so funny because since they don't have a good outlook on things, they're feeling just like they are, like all those other people who didn't win or probably didn't even participate. So it's important to, stay positive, so that way you can see them all equal. If you were to see it that way, then you'd be just as happy as first place. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so I drew my pumpkin. I didn't color it though. What should it be called? Hmm. Um, I kind of wanted to have like like the stem is super long. I wanted to have a long stem also. Okay. I got my sister one of these too. I got this at Target for $1. It's so cute. I'm gonna call it stem. Okay. Yay! Okay, so there's my pumpkin. And that's it. That's it for this book. I'm looking forward to getting more and reading with you guys for like the season. Next season is Christmas, so I'm going to try to get it. Um Yay. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. The book, it says it's written by Stan and Jan Berenstain, or maybe it's Bernstein. Man, Bernstein. I always say Bernstein. Okay, so Stan and Jan Bernstein. That's the author. Let's see. Yes, that's it. Stan and Jan Bernstein. Okay, bye. Okay, so yes, that is my video. I just realized I have my glasses on because I was reading from like I was holding I have I was holding the book from a distance, so I needed to make sure that I could read the book from afar, so I had my glasses on. Um I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's completely random because, you know, all my videos are random, but they're just things that I wanted to do. I had an idea to do this a long time ago, maybe about last year, I think. I was working at the PTA book, no, what was it? PTA for family night, or oh, I forgot what it was, but it was a book sale. They were having a book sale and they were giving out books for $1. So I have tons of books and I was gonna start reading it with you guys, but it didn't end up happening. I still have them. Maybe I'll show you guys that in another video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Share this video with everyone that you can. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I think this is just like a great way to connect with like my family, my sister, and any of my fans who happen to be young, because I know a lot of kids like my music. Like when I perform at different places, they always love it. They always tell me like good things and they dance to it and stuff. Ooh. And yeah, I love kids, so why not, right? Um Okay, that's it. That's all for the video. Listen to my music, subscribe, and oh, I have other like toy videos too. I have some toy skits and I have some music videos like for Christmas. I have a Christmas song that I made a toy video too. Okay, that's it. Bye.